All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be draining and filling, changing the coolant in the 10th Gen Civic. And then, of course, you want somewhere for your coolant. So, somewhere in here, there is an engine drain bolt for the coolant. Somewhere in here, I'm not 100% sure where it's at. But to get to the little petcock to drain your coolant from your radiator, what you want to do is you want to take the entire airbox out, including the intake resonator. Now, let's get this on jacks.
Be smart and use jack stands. Don't just leave it on a jack.
This coolant is equivalent to the genuine Honda stuff. I'm not sure if they're the same price. I believe they're about the same price, but I couldn't find any genuine Honda coolant without waiting like 3 weeks, and I'm like, nah. As long as it does not have silicate and borate or borat, as you can see right here, it is silicate and borate free. As long as it has that, you should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and take my radiator cap off just to make sure there's no pressure in the cooling system. My car's been off for a while, but just in case it wants to blow my hand off. You could hear the pressure blow off when I freaking took it off. And you really only need to do this about every 7 years or 100,000 miles. But that also depends if you track your car, your coolant's obviously gonna get worse quicker. Now this is where you would have to take your air filter off. All right, so this is on the left-hand side, on the driver's side. And so that little guy right there with the white line, that is the radiator drain. That is what you're gonna wanna turn, and then it's gonna exit through right here. So if it's tight, you might wanna use a pair of pliers. Mine shouldn't be too tight. We're gonna find out though. I'm just gonna use these as long as you can fit it. So I'm gonna get this on there. I gotta put the camera down real quick though. All right, so I got it on. Now you just twist till about there. Now that it's loose, it's under here. And it's gonna come out of that little hole, this one right here, till the coolant comes out. If you twist it all the way off, it'll come out quicker, but it might create a mess. So it's gone to just a drip. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my car on for a minute, let the coolant run through, try to get every little bit out, and then I'm gonna drain it and fill it again. Now make sure your heat is on high. Blast your heat on high. I'm gonna go ahead and crack my garage door so I don't die to carbon monoxide or dioxide, whatever. As you can see, it's pushing most of it out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off. Now what I'm gonna do is refill it. But first, I'm gonna tighten up that petcock. Not quite all the way though, just so I can get it done easily. I'm just gonna fill it. Now, I don't believe it will take a full gallon unless you do the engine block drain as well. This was not even half full. Now I'm gonna turn my car back on. Let that circulate. Make sure your air is on high heat and full blast. I'm gonna let it start draining, and then I'm gonna shut my car back off. Let it drain again. So this is about where I'm at right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and close up that. Back to the white line on the other side though. Nice and tight. Now this is about how much coolant I've got. This doesn't have like the markings on it, so I don't know how much this is, but it seems to be quite a bit. Now we're gonna crack open this fresh coolant, and I think it takes about 3.4 quarts. So if you want to be safe, just use the fill lines on here, max, minimum. So let's go ahead and fill it up. And I start again. Now, once it's up to the minimum line, you might want to run your car for a little bit just to get any air bubbles out. I'm gonna run my car for like 30 seconds, see if any air bubbles come out. Then again, without draining the engine block, it might not take as much as it says it will online. I've given it about 2 quarts right now. I can hear it going down though. But if you've waited a while and your coolant's not moving anymore, you're most likely maxed out. I'm gonna call this good. I've got to do spark plugs, so I'm gonna make a video on that as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.